Mark Bishop Show, truly like a box of chocolates. You never know who you're going to meet, from business, lifestyle, and fun. Here's Mark.
And welcome, everybody, to another episode in the Mark Bishop Show. Well, this holiday season, rising economic pressures are weighing heavily on families across the nation, with 45% of Americans expecting national economic conditions to worsen in the coming year. Now, in these uncertain times, the Salvation Army remains a source of hope and joy, God love them, serving nearly 28 million people each year through more than 7,400 centers nationwide. So, through the annual Red Kettle Campaign, as kicks off again on Thanksgiving Day, and with the help of generous contributions, the Salvation Army can continue to meet the immediate and long-term needs of millions of individuals and families this holiday season and year-round. So I'm lucky to have my very special guest is Commissioner Merle Heatwole. He's the National Commander of the Salvation Army. Welcome, sir.
Well, thank you very much, Mark. It's great to have this opportunity just to share a little bit about what the Salvation Army is doing, both at Christmas and throughout the year.
Yeah, you do an awful lot. Firstly, talk about Red Kettle Campaign. Why is it so important, especially every year?
Well, the Red Kettle Campaign has been going on for 135 years now, and it is the iconic fundraiser and one of the most productive ways that we have to raise funds to serve people both at Christmas time and throughout the year. And this year that's especially important because we're seeing an increased need of 20 to 25%. And we also know that homelessness has gone up by 18% in the past year, and that there are 18 million families who face food insecurity. And so through the Red Kettle Campaign, we have the opportunity to come together and to support those most in need and to be an opportunity to give with joy and to make a difference in the lives of those individuals throughout our country.
Yes, indeed. I was just looking at the volunteers. 24,000 kettles across the country ringing bells this Christmas in support of spreading joy. The average volunteer bell ringer raises enough money to provide up to 250 meals to those in need. Gee, next time I approach one, I'll think differently. Unbelievable.
We appreciate that support. And of course, those 24,000 locations across the country, it would not be possible without the volunteers who generously give of their time and efforts to help us with that campaign. 1.5 million people served as volunteer bell ringers this past year, and we can always use even more. And if somebody wants to get involved in ringing the bell this Christmas season, they can go to registertoring.com and sign up to ring in their local community and make a difference that will stay right there within their local community.
Yeah. And that's important, too. And people listening, folks, if you can't do a Red Kettle, okay, there's lots of ways you could still donate, all right? And I'm referring to Apple Pay is one, Google Pay, PayPal, Venmo, and, of course, any Red Kettle across the country. If you want to visit Salvation Army, well, it's give.salvationarmyusa.org is the site to go to. Tell me, Commissioner, how does the Salvation Army meet all of the needs of the local communities? It seems astronomical every year before the holidays.
Sure. It can seem overwhelming to be able to make a difference in the lives of so many people across our country. And of course, the Salvation Army can't do it on its own. We rely upon community partners to assist us in this process. We look to organizations such as the Dallas Cowboys, who always kick off our Christmas campaign with the halftime show. We look to other commercial vendors who provide us with support, organizations like Walmart and Bass Pro and Kroger's, and so many others throughout the year who offer that support to the work that we're doing. And of course, what really makes a difference is those individual contributions that people make at the Red Kettle, either cash donations or there's a QR code so that they can take advantage of those other opportunities for giving. And of course, they can always go to our website at salvationarmyusa.org to provide that donation that, again, stays within their local community.
Okay. Now, I gave out before, I want to get this correct with you, give.salvationarmyusa.org. Is there no give or just salvationarmyusa.org?
Well, the address that you gave is the actual donation form. If they want to find out other information about the Salvation Army,
all right,
as well as donate, they can go to salvationarmyusa.org. So either one of those will work, but the first address will only be for donations, where the other address can give them additional information about what's happening in their local community.
Yeah, good site, salvationarmyusa.org. Lots of up-to-date news, what they're up to, where they're at, how to contact them, all sorts of stories. So, yeah, that's just to clarify that. I wanted to make sure. But the giving one, folks, is give.salvationarmyusa.org. Now, Commander, your bio, I mean, you were territorial commander for Latin America, the Northern Territory. You've been Panama, Central America, Colombia, Venezuela, Cuba, and the Dominican Republic and the Caribbean. You know how we see it here in America or in Australia. We see the kettles and we see the salvos and the beautiful uniforms. And is it the same worldwide?
Well, primarily the Salvation Army operates the same in whatever country that we're located in, and we serve in 134 different countries. And of course, there are cultural differences within that country, but you would recognize the Salvation Army uniform. You would recognize the style of services that we provide throughout those regions. But again, they would be tailored to what's needed in that local community. So some places around the world, we operate hospital and medical clinics. Some places we have large school operations that we provide. And again, it's based on what are the needs of that particular country and of that local community as to determine how we provide that type of assistance.
Right. And prior to this, of course, your credentials, International Secretary for Business Administration at the Salvation Army's International Headquarters in London, in England. Responsible for global financial strategy. My gee, that would have been stress, wouldn't it?
It was a little stressful, but one of the things that I had the opportunity to do while in that position was that the Salvation Army was transitioning to a new email and communication system around the world, and the one that we had chosen happened to be Office 365, and that was particularly timely because it gave us access to the Teams component of Office 365, and that was right before COVID hit. And so during those COVID years, we were able to communicate and stay in touch with Salvationists around the world through that Teams facility. And that was a real blessing to have that opportunity to stay in touch with everyone around the world.
Wow, amazing job. And you touched on volunteers before, 1.5 million, help meet people's needs last year alone. If somebody's listening now and they think, you know what, I've got some spare time, how would they go about it? Just go to the original site, the main site? Is there an application process?
Well, there is, and that they can either go to the main site or they can go specifically to registertoring.com, and then that will give them opportunities within their local area of times when they could sign up to ring at one of those local kettle sites. And the wonderful thing about that is it's an opportunity to involve not just an individual, but it can be families, it can be work groups that get out there and have that opportunity to share the joy of the season and also to be filled with joy as they see the impact that they're making through that kettle effort.
Right. And I want to throw something at you out of left field, okay? Because you do marvelous work, and I'm a great believer in the Salvation Army. And here's the deal. There are so many scams going on in America right now. So many baddies out there, right? Tell me a way that my listeners can feel comfortable knowing every dime they give to this wonderful cause is okay and safe.
Well, that's how we want to make sure that they do go to that specific site of SalvationArmyUSA.org or give.salvationarmyusa.org, because those will be in secure donation facilities that will protect their donation and ensure that donation will go to their local community.
Okay, absolutely marvelous. So, Commissioner Merle Heatwole, he took over in, what was it? I think it was March 2025 from your predecessor, who we used to interview for quite a few years. And good luck with this role, and you certainly qualified for it. So let's hope you have a better year than ever.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate your support, and we appreciate the opportunity just to encourage people to give with joy this Christmas season.
There we go. Thank you. Well, folks, give with joy. All right. I mean, there's not a lot of it at the moment, but that way we can. That was Commissioner Merle Heatwole. I hope you enjoyed that interview, but it's a reminder there's a lot less than us who could do with some help, okay? And just in case you say, well, Mark, hurry up. I'd lost the thing. Right. If you want to give online, this is the address. This is the one if you want to donate. give.salvationarmyusa.org. But if you want to have a generic look, go to the Salvation Army website itself and see what's going on, salvationarmyusa.org, right? No give in front of it. And if you think you'd like to be a ringer, ding, ding, then you register to ring.com and then take it from there. All right, the Mark Bishop Show. We'll be back with another episode very soon.
Join us again for another episode of The Mark Bishop Show. It's a production of Mark Bishop Media.